Hi everyone, today I want to share with you my design team projects for Lavish laces, and I will put all the links to Lavish laces in the description box below, to the Etsy shop as well as the Facebook page. And I also have a coupon code for you, and I will put that information in the description box below as well. And I will show you the items that I used first. I used a couple of these, and these are the 15mm open roses in a beautiful deep red color. And I also used this size, it's the 1-inch open rose in the same color, or the 25mm open rose. And I also used one of these large wild roses, and this one is in white. And I also used a cherry blossom on my project, and this one is in white as well. And I also used a couple of these, and these are the hip rosebuds in white. And I absolutely love using these on my projects. And I also used a couple of these leaves. And I also used these 1-inch open roses in jet black. Love to use these on my projects as well. And for the laces and trims, I used this dainty small lace right here. It's in a really soft peach color. And I also used this beautiful lace, and it's in an off-white color. And I used this one right here. I love this shade of blue, it's like an antique blue color. And I used this one right here. Love this dainty black lace. And I also used one of these. And I also used one of these bows, and this is one of my favorite laces. I love to cut these apart and use them as appliques, so I used one of these bows, and this is in an off-white color. Oops. And I also used this beautiful lace right here. I love the design and the feel and the quality of it. And last but not least, I also used this small flat back pearl trim in black, and this is the 4mm size. So the first thing that I want to show you is this Easel Card right here. And let me show you the paper collection that I used. I used this one right here by Prima, the Stationer's Desk, and I think this paper line really works well with the Gorgeous Girls because of the colors. So that's what I did. I used this stamp right here. I'm sorry for the glare. And I used my Spellbinders die to create this shape. And let me show it to you like this. And I colored her with my Prismacolor pencils, and I paper pieced her dress and her bow and also her shoes. And then I went over her bow with my white gel pen as well as her cheeks. And I used some Inca Gold in the antique gold color as well, because the Gorgeous Girls, the paper line, has also some gold tones in them, so I thought it matched this Gorgeous Girl stamp really well. And here I have the small black lace, and I created a bow, and there's a tag behind. Oops, I see a glue string, I'm sorry. A tag behind the image, and I used my Magnolia die to create this tag, and I made sure that this word perfect still showed. And here's one of the 15mm open roses in red, and I went over it with some Inca Gold as well. And I used my Spellbinders die for the image and my Martha Stewart punch for the butterfly. And I have two swirls, and this is a Magnolia die as well. And I have this die in my stash for quite a long time, and I was inspired by Rena Meyers to use it like this twice. And here are some more flowers. I wasn't able to show you this cottage rose, I'm sorry, in this beautiful antique blue color because I've used them all up. but this is from Lavish Laces as well. And here's the 1-inch open rose in red and one in black. And I went over the flowers with the Inca Gold as well. And here are my 3 hip rosebuds. And here's another butterfly. And I absolutely, this is my first Gorgeous Girl image, and I absolutely loved coloring her up, so I will definitely use her on more cards or projects. And it stands up like this. Here's some more paper from the collection. And I fussy cut one of the journaling cards from the collection. And here's another 1-inch open rose in black and a 15mm open rose in red and another hip rosebud. And I went along the edges with the Inca Gold as well. So it stands up like this, and it's a cute little card, I think. And I love this color combination. Really had a lot of fun creating this card. And the next thing, oops, let me put my tag back behind her. Like so. And the next thing that I created is a tag, and I used this Prima Doll stamp, and this is my first and only Prima Doll stamp. I just purchased this stamp and the Gorgeous Girl stamp, and it's my first one, and I don't know what took me so long, but I really had a lot of fun using her on my project. So this is Natalie, and I pretty much paper pieced her the same as on this image, because this is also with the same paper line. So this is my tag, and I absolutely had a lot of fun creating this tag. So here's the top, and I used some of the laces that I showed you, the black one and the antique blue one and the really light peach one. And I created a bow, and I adhered one of the bows from the trim that I showed you as an applique, and I have one of the flat back pearls. I cut it apart from the black flat back pearl trim, and I adhered it in the center. And here I have a 1-inch open rose in black, and I didn't use any gold on this tag. And here's one of the leaves that I showed you, and I created these 2 banners, and I inked the edges with Black Soot Distress ink. And here's some of the blue lace that I showed you. I adhered it all the way around. And here's some bling from my stash. And I colored her skin with my Prismacolor pencils. I also used some paper from the collection, and I did some shading with my Prismacolor pencils. I used some red on her cheeks, and I used some black to create some shading. So this is how my first Prima Doll turned out. And I paper pieced her shoes as well. Pretty much everything. So here's some of the off-white lace that I showed you. I have 2 layers of lace, and here's the bow, the black bow from the bow tie trim, and I cut 1 circle from this white lace right here, and I adhered it in the center because I thought it was too much black right here. So, and here's another piece of this same lace right here. And here's my cluster of flowers with the large wild rose in white, and I went over it with some Black Soot Distress ink. And I have some more leaves right here, and the 1-inch open roses in red and one in black. And this is a small 15mm open rose in black, and this is one of the cottage roses. And here's my cherry blossom, and another 15mm open rose in red, and some more beautiful hip rosebuds. And this is a wood veneer butterfly from my stash, and I adhered some 4mm flat back pearl trim in the center. So let me move this aside a little bit. So this is my tag, and I adhered some paper on the back side, and I can put my personal message right here. So these are my project, my design team project for Lavish Laces. So please check out the links below, and I will have some pictures at the end of this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you are all having a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!